Hi, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to this week's tarot card reading and drawing, obviously. What's going on? What's new? How is y'all's New Year's tarot reading? Accurate? I can't really remember that one. Maybe it was very uplifting, right? Last week's tarot card reading. Well, hopefully this week's tarot card reading is just as uplifting. Tarot card Puppy Benjo says hello. He just got his treats. Sweet Wink, welcome. How's it going? You got the squeaker, Benjo. You got the squeaker. Go puppy. Anyway, I'll put this right here for the video. Yeah, how y'all doing? Y'all doing great? Good. Welcome. Good. As you can see, I have the Dragon Tarot today. I was thinking about doing the Crow Tarot, but I said, you know, I might as well just do Dragon Tarot. Kind of on a Dragon Tarot kick. I went back to my first and original Cat Tarot deck. The cards are hard to shuffle. What is that? Sorry, some neighbors are walking past my house. Anyway, what's going on, Benji? What's going on? Yeah, I really like the Cat Tarot deck. I almost did the Cat Tarot, but we're gonna do Dragon Tarot if that's okay. You know, I keep mentioning, like, if you're here, obviously it would be your preference and choice. Anyway, it's about 8 o'clock here in San Antonio, Texas. Well, let's see. It's about 9 o'clock here in San Antonio, Texas, 8:50. Oh, hope you're doing well. I guess that's that, huh? Benjo, is there anything we should discuss and chit chat about? He's just looking at me. Well, considering how much time we have, usually I chit chat for like 10 minutes or so. Go ahead and get started. Maybe we can do the Crow Tarot spread with the Dragon Tarot. Why not? Here's all the stuff I got. You might say, what plant's this? Here's this plant. Very cool looking, right? It grew like that. Isn't that cool? My mom got it for me at HEB like a couple years ago. And also, scent. I didn't sage, but I have this winter candle. I think it's Bath & Body. I don't really want to pick it up because it's been lit for a while. Yeah. So, yeah, I hope y'all's New Year's tarot card reading went well. And I guess here we are, new year, new tarot card reading. You ready, Benjo? I know you're ready. Okay. Well, if there's nothing else to discuss, I guess we can go ahead and get started. And obviously, I'll be referencing the book, just to let you know. Okay. Yes, if you haven't noticed, I don't really have a theme other than Crow Tarot, Dragon Tarot. So we'll see how it goes. So I guess it's officially the end of the introduction of this video. I'll go ahead and get started. Ready, one more time. Okay. Continuing. All right. Okay, maybe we should pull a card for our pets menu. Our fur babies. Or maybe scale babies if you have like a reptile, or feather babies if you have a bird or something. How many? Block this. Okay, he found it. He found his way. Alright, Benji. 8 of coins reversed. Very interesting, Benjo. I think a lot of the times when I pull cards for our pets, that they're very like work oriented. Very busy, Benjo. Okay, so reverse 8 of coins for our pets, for babies, feather babies, scales babies, reptile and fish. I don't know about turtles. What do they have? Anyway, shells. Abilities being demonstrated. This is what our pets got. Very work oriented. I guess for some reason our pets' abilities aren't being demonstrated. I wonder why. Maybe it's the weather. The craftsman at work abilities being demonstrated. Benjo, what's going on, Benjo? Okay, so that one's an okay card for our puppies, but I'll just leave it. Let's see how it goes with the rest of the spread. Okay. Okay. So Crow Tarot, you see the heart, the head, the beaks over here. It's kind of a bit out of sight for the camera. And the feet. So y'all know, if you don't know, but you maybe do know, I like this spread because it starts off with the heart energy, and which is quite different from maybe not like the Celtic cross. But usually the tarot card spreads I do with y'all, it's a standard past, present, future type setup. So I really like this spread because first it starts with the heart, and then after you've done a couple of cards, it gets to the past, and then like the future. So that's why I really like this spread. I guess it's more meditative, a little bit more like yoga, being present in the now. So yeah. Oh no. I would say this is not our permanent heart energy, but something that has taken a hold of our heart energy. This is the reversed Empress card. Um, in other tarot card decks, in the cat tarot, the dog tarot, the crow tarot card decks, I really love the Empress card, and it's not a lot of times this card is negative in those decks. However, in the Dragon tarot card, I don't like the Empress card. I know maybe in past tarot card readings, as a tarot card reader, I've not had those sentiments, but I've gotten used, I had a journey with this deck, and this Empress card is not a very good card. And we get it reversed today, so I would say it's like even not really a good card, even more. So as far as this being our heart energy, the Empress that she represents, she's supposed to represent nurturing, feminine energy. But for me, as a tarot card reader, this Empress card in the Dragon Tarot specifically means the exact opposite. Kind of like a page is kind of the affinity I have with this Empress card. Very malevolent, very separate than the Emperor card. I like the Emperor card in this deck, so in case you're wondering. But yeah, this Empress card, it's not a good card. Let me see what the book says. Yeah, I don't know. I just I guess it's this card represents as somebody who doesn't appreciate others. Somebody who kind of thinks that it's their job, their lot in life to fix other people. And a lot of the times that'll probably end up with other people having more problems than when they first encountered this kind of Empress energy. I see this Empress card as overbearing. I see it as a lack of creativity, even though in the book it's supposed to represent creativity. But again, as your tarot card reader, in this book, the creators of this tarot card deck, a Dragon Tarot card deck, really emphasize this up to the tarot card reader. Yeah, but for our heart energy, unfortunately today, we have this reversed Empress card, which represents somebody who is just sees themselves as, I guess, an arbiter, a something akin to a mother-like figure, where they have kind of the social standing to be kind of in other people's lives in that kind of way, and thinking that they know better. And seeing that she's reversed today, I would say that the intention behind that kind of person energy is extremely negative. So not only do we have this kind of energy of someone trying to that sees other people as a bit like they're children that need to be groomed to a certain expectation and ideal, and with the expectation of something in return, right? Um, uh, with this Empress reverse today, I think that would signifies a very negative intent with that, a very kind of negative energy. It's not just somebody who's like that and maybe you can just brush aside because they're harmless or something. I think with this reversed Empress, it's very negative and ill-intended with all of that. So unfortunately, this beginning of this tarot card reading is not so pleasant, but it's nice to not be surprised about things, right? It's nice to kind of just be aware of what's going on. Ignorance is bliss is something this tarot card spread is not emphasizing. So yeah, let's see, our present is a platform for the future. Oh, Judgment Upright. Well, this is just great. Another major arcana deck card. This Judgment card here in the Dragon Tarot is very interesting. A lot of the times with this major arcana deck cards, there's a lot of what do you call it, like ethereal kind of description, a lot of symbolism and stuff like that. But with this Judgment card, I find it fascinating that the description for this major arcana deck is just very kind of straightforward. It just says here's a three-headed dragon with an anvil and hammer, or whatever it's called. It's just an anvil. But I'm so happy we get this card upright. In a lot of tarot, in the other tarot card decks that I have, this Judgment card represents something like really big, something transformative, something that is kind of outside of ourselves. But I guess you can kind of contrast it with this reversed Empress card. This Judgment card is something that judges, obviously, but is very helpful. Not something that's there's no sort of barriers and restraints and stuff like that. And it's I would say it's like a lucky card, because maybe sometimes you do things and there might not be recognition, and I would say that might be happening here, considering this reversed Empress card. It is the Empress card, and obviously a lot of authority with being an Empress. So if the Empress here is getting all the recognition, I think that this Judgment card is really helpful, and things will get recognized. You put in good work, you do good stuff, you utilize your skills and abilities in a way that benefits you and others. This Judgment card is going to see that. The Judgment is 20. Powerful transformative energies. So yeah, I would say these two cards are very much contrasting. Here. Here's our antagonist today, but luckily right next to that we have our protagonist of the Judgment, upright Judgment. So I would say we're in a position of in a position of I don't know, I guess kind of a target, kind of like a bullseye with this Empress here, but yeah. So our either something helping us or holding us back. The Eight of Cups reversed. This is very interesting. A deep emotional connection is what this Eight of Cups means upright. Reversed could mean the opposite or just a question about it. I like this card, the Eight of Cups, whether it's upright or reversed. So I would say this is definitely something that's helping us. Considering this reversed Empress is something that definitely holds us back. Looking for something on a much deeper level. So yeah, whatever position we are in, I would say that we're able to identify problems and issues, quite unlike this reversed Empress card. Just completely lacks the ability to do so. So we have this Judgment card here, and we have this reversed Eight of Cups here. I think that's extremely positive. And yeah, so let's go ahead and see our hopes and fears. The Nine of Swords. This is very interesting. This Nine of Swords represents isolation, a need to find new channels of communication. Which, seeing this reversed Empress card here, at least the way as your tarot card reader, I see this reversed Empress. Other tarot card readers can obviously have different interpretations, but yeah, this Nine of Swords here is very interesting, especially at the hopes and fears, the head of our crow, needing to find new channels of communication. It seems kind of intimidating, but here in the Dragon Tarot, the suit of the swords is not playing around. There's tons of seriousness in the sword suit. It's seriousness also equating to things not being easy, a certain level of difficulty that's maintained in there, and so as far as any sort of barriers, I think this is very interesting. I would say this is probably an offensive card. This reversed Empress card, and unfortunately, in our heart energy, today is probably one that has a lot of barriers and restraints, physically, emotionally, and probably other ways, if there's the ways, spiritually. Um, but that's not inherent in this Empress card. But the Empress card is in between the High Priestess and the Hierophant, which absolutely 100% represent like a spirituality and religion and stuff, that side of our lives. So yeah, I would say this Judgment, this reverse Eight of Cups, and this a Nine of Swords here as our hopes and fears is a bit aggressive, a bit finding a solution to a problem. I would say this card would probably be our advice and solution to this reversed Empress problem. But today we have it in our hopes and fears. So that I think that's interesting. Um, this isolation, I think, is uh, uh, probably a cups type of issue. To be emotionally isolated, I think, is something that people react to psychologically and physiologically. Um, so this isolation and the need to open up new channels of communication, I think, is very interesting. Um, and probably an advice and solution for us, but probably the obstacle for whoever this reversed empress represents for us. Um, so let's do grounding energy. Well, this is just great. Six of Wands is successful attainment of your goals, which is great. Um, I would say this Six of Wands being in our grounding energy, I would say that this is very much a very interesting that it's fire and wands. Um, and I think it very much kind of reflects and echoes this judgment, upright judgment, and reversed Eight of Cups here. Um, this reversed Empress card is probably not rooted in the confidence and that people get when they're successful and earned their goals that they've accomplished. Um, and probably a lack of this foundation of the Six of Wands is maybe why this reversed Empress is the way she is, constantly finding fault in other people, and when actuality the fault is with herself and not others, right? Um, so yeah, let's see our past. The Ace of Swords upright. This is just great. Breakthrough. A very pleasant sword card here in the Dragon Tarot. Um, breakthrough is just, I guess, very interesting again for our past. Um, in our past, we've probably done something that is unique, probably confronted problems and challenges in a very unique way. This rainbow here and all of that, um, I think probably signifies that kind of our own unique perspective and ways of yeah, solving a problem. I say that because it's the sword, see. Um, but yeah, a very pleasant dragon and a very pleasant card to get for our past. Um, so I would say we've definitely utilized our past and in a very unique way, and which I think is really great considering our problem, and that just won't go away, is this reversed Empress card here. This reversed Empress card, I think, is not going to understand this Ace of Swords, and but will probably very much recognize this as Six of Wands here, um, considering the Empress's stature. Um, but yeah, the Ace of Swords just means breakthrough. That's it. But obviously, purity and considering the difficulty that is the Suit of Swords, I would say this kind of like parallels like kind of Albert Einstein kind of vibe, right? You can be so smart at something, but if you can explain things in a certain way for other people, it's really great, and you actually understand what's going on. I think this sword representing intellect and stuff like that is really happy past, and one that probably you can connect with others, considering you're able to understand things in a very fundamental way. Sometimes people miss the fundamentals and try to uh, uh, get more complex when they don't understand the fundamentals, and it turns out they don't even understand what they're talking about. Um, so yeah, very pleasant cards. All pleasant cards except for our heart energy, the reversed empress. So darn. So let's see what our external openings and uninvited energy is. The Ten of Coins reversed. I find this card so interesting. I forget. I'm gonna have to look up the meaning. But as far, one second. Okay. So I really like this card. This is to me like this. I think this might be like shared finances, joint finances. I'm gonna look up the description. But I really like this card. It looks really pleasant. You have a yin yang kind of tree here, one black tree, one white tree, and they're like going different directions, right? I also like this. Yeah, here's the roots of the white tree. Um, it's just a very pleasant card, right? You get the dragon head, kind of like, um, I guess, kind of like a sword-like quality. The dragon intellect is there or something. Um, but anyways, if you want a positive card, another positive card for us, so that's a good. Yeah, joint finance and important investment decisions. Um, so yeah, I would say this is very positive, and I would say this is very positive next to our Eight of Cups here. Um, this external openings and uninvited energy is, I think, a really great. Another reason why I like to do this Crow Tarot deck or Crow Tarot spread, because it's the shape of a crow, right? But I think maybe with this finances, it can be a little confusing. Maybe why is this finance, especially joint finance, in this external openings and uninvited energy? But considering our judgment card and our past and our foundation and this kind of Nine of Swords, which I think at face value you would be like, oh no, but I think there's a lot of intellect and knowledge being used here for our hopes and fears above this reversed Empress. So for this Ten of Coins, this joint finances and important financial decisions, I think is very positive. Even though it's external openings and uninvited energy. Um, so yeah. This Eight of, in case you forgot, this Eight of Cups is looking at things at a deeper level. So I think it's very interesting that next to that is the kind of business, strictly business and finances of what's going on. Um, so yeah, let's go ahead and see our future and outcome. With the King of Cups, this is just great. An emotionally mature man. Um, And I think it's very interesting. We have a lot of this kind of what we would consider analytical things going on. We have this Ten of Coins here. We have this Ace of Swords, Nine of Swords. But it's always kind of punctuated with these cups here, very emotional, which I think is good. I think that's probably being well rounded and probably completely necessary considering this lack of emotion and emotional intelligence with this reversed Empress here. Um, so yeah, very despite the start of in this temporary energy that's taken a hold of our heart energy, um, we have a very, very positive tarot card reading. So that's really great. I guess it's if you had a New Year's resolution, it's gonna be accomplished. An emotionally mature man capable of giving and receiving love. So that's very good, obviously. Um, and yeah, so I guess that's this week's tarot card reading. I guess I'll go ahead and show you all this Crow Tarot spread. You got the heart, the head, the beak, the feet, and the wings. Okay. I guess I'll do drawing in part 2. So thanks for joining the tarot card reading, tarot card drawing. I'll start, I guess, in part 2.